Layton, he's going back in time or something. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. Let's do it, guys. Please enter your name. I will call myself Pipe. Good. This is a work of fiction, guys. Anything you see that might resemble real life is just a joke. It's just fiction. Dong, ding, dang, dong.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
Dude, the voice acting sounds way better this game.
Dream of it.
Like, quality-wise.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament.
Oh, no.
You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time.
Dude, if you don't like Layton, you don't have to stay. You come back when we're playing a different game. Enjoy your day. Do some stuff. Live your life.
This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future. I know this is a lot to take in.
That's insane.
But I'll explain it all soon.
That's crazy. You're being crazy, guy.
For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin.
A clock
I look
shop?
forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
It's him?
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self?
No
But how is
way,
that even
dude.
possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course. But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
Indeed. And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it.
Punk-ass Luke, even 10 years later, can't solve
Your
puzzles on his own.
constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Guys, I 100%, Kev, I guarantee you, Don Paolo is going to come back in this game. I guarantee it. He's not going to do a lot, but he's going to be there.
Yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Oh, no. What happened? Strange letter. Layton has received a letter from the unlikeliest of places, the future. The author claims to be Luke, writing from 10 years in the future, but how?
It all started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor,
Of course.
I was able to guide a concentrated stream of hammer particles through a
Elementary,
temporal vortex,
yes.
more commonly known as a wormhole.
Oh, yeah.
This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex.
Yeah.
Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time,
Yeah.
generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally, punch holes or hive gaps into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step,
Oh, look who it
simply
is.
a matter of constructing an energy gate.
Why, dude, you quit scarfing down. The guy's talking.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector. Though it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
I love Barton's voice.
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Tap to investigate. Okay. Appears to be the entrance to the time machine. Look at the size of that clock! The food is certainly nothing to write home about. Sorry you feel that way, sir. I think it's quite scrumptious myself. This over-salted chop and pile of wilted greens has nothing on Amelie's cooking. If that's your feeling, sir, I'd be happy to relieve you of that burden. Now, see here, Barton, if you don't return my chop to me at once, I'll chop you. Ha-ha, hoo-hee-hoo. This guy was looking very disgruntled.
This food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Oh.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chalmey over there. So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event? Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Yes,
Well,
indeed, quite.
I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Oh.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Oh dear, this is not going to go over well. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? Oh, yes, please. You see, I've just received a report of some untoward behavior. And it was sent in the form of a puzzle. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues as to his whereabouts. His table is next to one with a red flower. His table is next to one with a red flower. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. And his table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Okay. His table is next to one with a red flower. So it could be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. His table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Not you, not you, not you. And the tablecloth is different than any next to... Wait. Oh, hold on. I didn't notice this one. Wait, but... His table is next to one with a red flower. Uh-huh, yeah. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. So... Wait a minute. Oh, the red ones are also next to red ones. Oh, so you're no good. You're no good. Oh, you're tricky, Professor. Professor, you're tricky. You're tricky, Professor. So it's got to be this guy. Oh, use the stylus to move the guard to the table.
Here's my answer.
Love that smile, Luke. Love
No
that
puzzle can
smile.
stop
Hey, I
Layton's
remember
apprentice.
that sign painter guy. Good work. You found the party crasher. Now it's time to let the guard do his job. Splendid work, my boy. All about pick-a-rats. Don't care. They don't matter. Well, thanks so much for your help. That fellow's mooching days are over. Did you see that, Professor? I just aided in the apprehension of a suspect. That's right, Professor. I'm a no-good rat. Now let's go watch the rest of this presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
Woo!
Thank you.
What a hunk.
My esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor. In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
He does not want to go on stage.
Is this thing real?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Oh my god, he's so hunky. Oh my gosh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day, not only for us. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time.
Dun-dun.
Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
Woo!
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety. Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
He's goading you, dude. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for
Wait.
it, Bill.
What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time, Mr. Hawks. Would you mind just stepping inside?
I don't like what's going on here. I don't like the sound of this. I don't trust the time machine that actively is printing receipts like it's a CVS. Where are you sending him? Oh, nowhere. It's just an elaborate murder. Oh! It is an elaborate murder.
dickens just happened? Something's gone very wrong.
Oh, where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos. The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun have vanished.
My word.
Time machine demonstration goes awry.
So you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter?
Oh, gee, I don't know, Luke. That one time convention we went to? Time machine convention? Yeah, I think it has something to do with this time travel letter.
Wait.
Fucking kid.
Maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh?
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper. Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
All right. Prime Minister Bill Hawks mysteriously disappeared during the time machine demonstration. No trace of him was found, so where could he possibly be now?
Following the clue in the letter, the professor and I set on. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we've ever encountered.
There it is. That's the name of the game. To my dear friend, Pipe.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
That's me. I'm Pipe.
Pipe.
That's me. The prologue. The clock shop on Midland Road. All right. Well, here we are. The clock shop, the letter mentioned, should be around here somewhere, but where? This seems the ideal time to consult the map that accompanied the letter. Here, Luke. Say no more, Professor. All right, have a prediction, guys. Have a gamba. We'll throw some in today. We'll throw some in today for sure. Have yourself a fun little gamba. The what shop? The clock shop. Clock. Clock. Don't get it twisted. It's only a 50 pick-a-rat puzzle. I'm not intimidated by a 50 pick-a-rat puzzle. The real question, though, why not send it to future Layton with 10 more years experience? Is he dead? Maybe he only can send it to the past. Maybe the time machine only travels backwards at that point. All right, guys, you're going into jail. Excuse me. You're going in emo jail. Below is the map to the clock shop that Luke accompanied the letter, or that accompanied the letter from future Luke. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle around your selection. Okay, so obviously, intersection 1, 12, 3, 12, 9, 6. It's obviously H. It's obviously H based off of the
Here's
puzzle
my
hints
answer.
given. And
Phew,
emote
that's a
jail
relief.
is off. I pressed the button, but it was a toggled it to turn off, not on. That's why. You guys just need to trust me when you're in jail. It's a mutual respect thing, yeah. Finding that shop should be a snap now. Let's go, Professor. Lessons moving. I just beat 2 of your games, dude. I don't need this lesson. I know what I'm doing. Well, hello there, bright eyes. I can tell from the looks on your faces that you're hankering to hear something useful. Here's my pearl of wisdom. Go and tap that car parked right over there. Oh no, it just fell apart. Never mind that. Did you see the coin that popped out? That's a hint coin and it's yours to keep. If you ever find yourself stuck on a puzzle, you can spend one of these coins to get a hint. If you use them willy-nilly, you might find yourself in a pinch later. They're tucked away all over the place, so tap anything that looks fishy. You might find a coin, and that's the end of my speech. That looks fishy. Say, Professor, how are we going to keep track of our progress? Ah, yes, Luke. That's why we have this trunk. And there's a bird at some point. Well put, Professor. Thanks, Luke. I imagine we'll make good use of the trunk during our journey. Who's this guy? You're looking for a clock shop, you say? Can't say I know of one around here. All right, well, thanks all the same. Oh, wait a minute. Just thinking on it again, I might have passed a clock shop just the other day. Do you remember where you saw it? That I'm not sure of. I have trouble remembering stuff like this when I have other puzzles on my mind.
Hey Mickey, hope her doing good. 47 months and growing strong, moist, gamba, moist.
Yo, appreciate the resub, Alucard. Thank you very much. And I am. Thank you. I am doing good. Help me with this puzzle I've had my brain on, and I might be able to recall where I saw that shop. Dude, he's puzzle blackmailing me? Is that what's happening? All right, this is a 10 pick-a-rat. I'm going in just regular. It takes 1 hour to get to the office by bus. Your work takes you 2 hours to complete, after which you catch the bus back home. Based on the departure times listed below, which bus, A, B, C, D, or E, should you take to work in order to minimize the wait for a ride home? The departure times for the buses home are listed to the right. Okay, so 4 a.m. I arrive. So basically, if it's 1 hour commute, 1 hour to get to the office by bus, and the work takes you 2 hours. So all of these basically plus 3. So 7, 12 p.m. 2:30, so this would be 5:30. This would be 9, and this would be 3 a.m. Okay, so the 7 a.m., how close is that to... The 10:30 is the closest thing to that, so that's pretty far. The 3 a.m. to the 5 a.m. makes a lot of sense so far. What about the 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.? No. The 5 p.m. No, we have a 5:30 p.m., so that's too late, 2.5 hours away. And then we have a 9 p.m. I think the answer is E. I think the answer is E, because talking is hard. If we want to leave at 7 a.m., our next closest time is 3.5. 3.5. This one is 2. This one is 3. This one is 2.5. Wait, yeah, this one's 2.5 because 5:30 to 8. And then this one, 12 p.m. This one's just straight up 5 hours. So yeah, it's none of these guys. It's E.
How about this?
He sure do be working that midnight shift with
No
this
puzzle
strategy,
can
though.
stop
I don't love
Layton's
that for
apprentice.
him. I hope he doesn't mind. Taking the E-bus to work at midnight will result in the shortest wait for a ride home. Your bus leaves at 5 a.m. Nice going, kid. Thanks. Say about that clock shop. Right, the clock shop is somewhere on this road, I think. Well, gotta scoot. Wow. Something tells me he was more interested in getting us to solve his riddle than in helping us. Not to worry, though. I'm sure we can find the clock shop on our own. What an asshole. What an asshole. Just using me like a dirty dish rag. Like I'm a piece of meat. Like I'm a puzzle-solving piece of meat. None of the businesses around here seem to be open. Yes, many look like they're open in the evening. Oh, it's this guy. It's Stashin. I can't say I've ever seen YouTube whippersnappers before. Are you sure about that? I feel like we've met before. Oh, no. You must be thinking of someone else. But enough about that. I got some juicy info you two might want to hear. Oh, if you were going to tell us about hint coins, there's no need to continue. The woman back there already explained it in full. What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever get to chat. How could you let someone else give my speech? So I guess what you're saying is that we have met before. I don't feel so good. See you later. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, look, it's a clock shop. It's pretty obvious that this is the clock shop. This must be the clock shop. Ah, yes. I'll get to the door. Huh? What seems to be the matter, Luke? The door's locked. Now, how are we supposed to get in? Let me have a look. 20 Pika Rat puzzle. Let's place a gamba on this one. I never paid out the last one. Will I solve the puzzle first try? Yes. Will we start the next puzzle, the next gamba now? Also, yes. Puzzle is just a crowbar. Professor Layton calls some dudes he met in college that are useful in when you need to apply force. Yeah. Professor Layton just calls on his goons. Luke's like, Professor, it's a puzzle. He's like, I don't think so. Not this time, Luke. All right, you're going to jail, chat. Have fun. Okay. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be any way to open the door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice calls from inside. Press the panel with the timepiece. What panel do you press? Remember, you can only press one. Press the panel with the timepiece? Oh, shit. I don't know what this one's gonna be. I don't know what the answer's gonna be here. Is it this one? There's an hourglass in this one. There's an hourglass in the background here. I'm doing it.
How about this?
Hey!
I knew it!
Can I just bring attention to 3 chat messages above my head? Oh man, I knew I should have doubted. You're welcome for getting it right on the first try, like I always do. You're welcome, believers. Even the ungrateful ones. That did the trick. There's a lot of clocks in here. That sound seems like a good... I was like, what? Oh, I don't like what's going on here. She's got like evil eyes.
Huh? Look, over there.
What's this?
It's the clock! Oh, gracious. Customers. We haven't had any of those in ages. Good day to you, madam. You'll have to excuse us, but we're not actually here to shop. You see, I received a letter the other day pointing me here. Tee-hee-hoo, a letter, you say? Let's have a look, dearie. There's no mistake here. Whoever sent you this wanted you to visit our little shop. So you don't know the person who sent this letter? Unfortunately, I can't say I do. But I do know who you are, Professor Layton. Oh, really? And how do you know the professor? Tee-hee-hoo. Well, it's hard not to know a man who's in the paper so often. And I do so love my morning paper. I read it front to back every day. So of course I know the professor. Did you hear that, Professor? Further proof that you're famous throughout all of London. Even all the way out here at Clocktown. Hey now, what do you mean all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in sardine tin flats doesn't mean we're not centrally located. Still, it is quite a surprise to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. I can't keep that voice up. I'm gonna need some proof before I believe you're not just some celebrity impersonator. And what better proof than to have you solve a puzzle? It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out? There are two threads, A and B. How many needles, eyes does thread A pass through? Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. It's 10. I believe in myself.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Correct.
Just as I suspected.
Well, I, for one, am thoroughly convinced. You certainly do live up to your reputation. Of course he does. Yes, well, about that letter. I can't say I've seen it before, but my husband might know something about it. He's out right now, but he should be back any minute. Why not look around the shop while you wait? Yeah. Hey, lady, what's the time machine doing here? Do you believe this clock? It's certainly impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work. Oh, look at that.
3
with the big old
48 chefs of the way to
75er.
triple digits.
Thanks,
Let's
Aid.
go. Hope
Yeah,
Layton
almost
goes
there.
well.
Almost there, baby. I think it will, because I'm a puzzle master. You just remind... Oh, my God. Speaking of puzzles, what's the time? This analog clock fell off the wall and hit the floor so hard that all of the numbers popped off. What a mess. The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground, but even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell. What time is the clock showing? Don't worry about AM and PM. I think it's 6, right? Hold on, I need to think about this. If the minute hand is... Yeah, wait, hold on. The hour hand is directly on an hour. Like it's directly on a line. Right? So if it's on an hour, the minute hand has to be pointing at 12. And if that would work. I'm gonna say it's 6.
Here's my answer.
Little cheeky smile. Okay, good,
That's
good.
a relief.
Once you notice exactly where the hour hand is pointing, the rest is pretty easy. You know, I've never seen a clock so big up close. It's a real shame that it seems to be broken. It's got some hint coins in it, though. Lady, you got any more puzzles for me? All right, let me see the rest of your shop. What else you got going on in here? I've never seen such a wide variety of clocks in one place, and they're all extremely well made. Whoever built them must be tremendously talented. How can you tell that just by looking at them? Oh, once one gains an eye for these things with age, my boy. You know, I have a superb puzzle about clocks that actually seems practically apropos. Props? Appropriate? Is that what he was trying to say? Was he using short form of appropriate, like some cool British teenager? The odd clock. Here is a numberless clock that some prankster has rotated an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally though, and each colored circle on the face represents an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell what time it is. Write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but your answer should be the form of XX o'clock. What? Is this the same puzzle as the last one, where because it's pointing at the top, it's because they're both pointing, like they're both pointing at 12? The clock is still running normally though, and each colored circle represents an hour. Yeah, if they're both pointing at the same one, then it has to be 12. Because otherwise, they could point to the same spot, but it wouldn't be right at the top of the like at the top of an hour. This is the same puzzle as last time. Yeah, it's just with a different number. It's literally the same puzzle.
I knew it!
That's pretty cheap, Professor Layton 3. You running out of ideas? We've been here for quite some time now. I wish the owner's husband would hurry back. I solved 2 whole puzzles, lady. Oh, I think I heard the door. Someone's here. That must be my husband. Wait till you see the little gem I picked up today, love. Oh, customers. Welcome back, dear. This here's Professor Layton. He tells me he has some business with the shop. You're Professor Layton? My apologies. I wasn't expecting you so soon. No apologies necessary, my goodman. Oh, and allow me to introduce my apprentice. I'm the professor's apprentice. Luke, you say. What I mean to say is, those are some fine manners. Nice to meet you too, lad. The name's Cog. Tell me, Cog, you seem a bit flustered by our arrival. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no, 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 no. No imposition at all. It's just that I had instructions to show you our biggest clock in action upon your arrival. It certainly is quite a beauty. Pity it's not working. Yes, I'd planned to give her a tune-up before you stopped by so you could see her in all her glory. Now that I'm getting on in age, I have trouble remembering to keep the old gal in good repair. To be honest, I can't recall where the last gear goes, and without it, I can't start up the clock for you. Well, that certainly makes sense why our arrival might have taken you off guard. Tell me, the papers you say you're a learned man. Surely you could figure out where the gear goes, right? Surely you could get the gear into place. Why don't you at least give it a try, you big brain hotshot? Why don't you at least try it? 25 pickled rats. Gamba time. Let's go. Now, guys, if you don't have faith, I understand. Doubting's allowed. I'm not going to pressure you one way or the other. I'm just saying that even against all odds, I typically have a pretty strong puzzle performance. So maybe just trust me and put a million on believe. There is a lot of pressure when I see somebody put 250K on believe. There's a lot of pressure that builds up when that happens. All right. Go to jail. Your task is to make the top and the bottom cogs turn clockwise as shown by the as shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted? A, B, or C? Okay, hold on. If we insert... Okay, so I know how to do this. If we insert C, let's play with C and see how this works. This spins this way, so this spins this way. So you spin this way, you spin this way. You spin this way, and then this spins this way. So it's not C. If we put it in B, you go this way, which means 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 you go this way, and then you go this way, and then you go this way. So B appears to be correct. I'm going to test A this way. So like this, like this, like this, like this, like that. No, it is B. It is B.
That should do the trick.
250K are safe in my hands. Your channel points are safe. Who was it? Who believed? Truck, your channel points never safer than they were right there. Ever in their entire existence. The answer is B. If there's an odd number of cogs between the top and the bottom cogs, and those two cogs will have oh yeah, numbers. That solves it. I didn't think about using numbers. That did the trick. You stay right here. I'll go start her up. Here goes. What unholy hell is this? Cog, what have you done?
Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh?
They're just standing there like nothing happened.
What's going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
Oh my god, we just time traveled! I don't think we're in London anymore. Is this the future? Yeah, the most stereotypical response. Not where. When are we? Hey, the door just slammed behind us and now it's locked. That's not very polite. It does appear that we've been shut out. And why does everything look so different out here than just a few moments ago? I honestly don't know. But seeing as we can't get into the clock shop right now, why don't we take a look around the area? London warped. It's future London, bro. It's future London. Even this guy knows. Let's talk to him. Be careful around these parts. We're doing quite a bit of construction here, you see. Goodness, you certainly do work quickly. I don't recall seeing any of these when I last passed through. When did you start work here? Now that's a good question. It's been about a year, but we haven't gotten much done because we're short-handed. A year? Come on, quit messing with us. Curious. I'm positive there was no construction at all going on when we walked in a short while ago. No construction? Look, I know progress hadn't been speedy, but I'm doing the best I can, friend. If you're gonna make fun, beat it, will yas? I'm busy here. I'm sure you're right, Professor. There wasn't any construction going on here before. So many machines around here, it's like a factory. I know London like the back of my hand, but this area feels quite foreign to me. How odd. Holy Stilton on a stick. Great cherish on a chimney, are you? No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? I thought I was in real trouble when I saw that hat of yours, but it's clear you ain't who I thought you were, so it seems we ain't got nothing to talk about. Beat it. Looks like this door is unlocked. Interesting. Let's duck in for a moment. There's a distinctive atmosphere here, a bit like a private club. I wonder if they serve hot chocolate. I don't think so, Luke. I don't think they serve hot chocolate. I'm gonna say they don't serve hot chocolate. Welcome, sirs. Please make yourselves at home. Oh my, that hat of yours. Good day, madame. This is certainly a charming cafe you have here. Tell me, when did you go into business? Go into business? Well, I've been running this place for 2 or 3 years, but the cafe itself has been around much longer. It must be coming up on 50 at this point. I see. I have just one more question, if you don't mind. I stopped by earlier and noticed your business was closed. Why wait until the evening to open your doors? Closed? You sure you came by here? I opened up this place every day, bright and early. It doesn't really get busy until later on, but what can you do? Since you seem like a nice enough fellow, let me give you a tip. Lose the hat. My hat? Why would I do that? I'd rather not go into the details, but let's just say a hat like that can get you into some trouble around here. Hey there! Oh, hello. Huh? What can I help you with, huh? No, I'm good. Oh, don't run away. It gets so lonely around here without anyone to talk to. Okay. I appreciate your concern, lad. Not many youngsters would stop to listen to an old man's problems. Here's a little something for your kindness. Huh? It's a puzzle. What day is it? Even though we're constantly passing through time, sometimes it can be difficult to think about the way time flows. If yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? What? Even though, okay, if yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, so, okay, hold on. Yesterday's day after tomorrow, then what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? So it would be Saturday, right? Tomorrow's day before yesterday, right? It's Saturday. I'm gonna say it's Saturday.
How about this?
I didn't even open up Gamba for that one. Let's try that again. What? Yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday. Oh, I'm dumb. Yesterday's day at... Wait, hold on. Am I... Yesterday's day after tomorrow is tomorrow. Oh yeah, I went Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know why? Because Professor Layton is running their calendar in the way. Listen. I know I did it wrong because I didn't read hard enough. But you guys got to admit that the standard calendar has Sunday in the first spot, okay? That's a natural mistake. That is Pavlovian conditioning right there. That is a natural mistake.
Phew, that's a relief.
What do you mean, no, it doesn't? What do you mean, no, it doesn't? I'll literally open up a Google Calendar right now. I'll literally open up a Google Calendar right now and scroll to a month where there's nothing incriminating for myself. Scroll to a month with nothing in there that's gonna make me be like, oh geez, what are you guys looking at? Look, literally right here. Sunday's on the first slot. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They always put Sunday in the first slot. They always do. I agree, Monday's the start of the week, but Sunday gets that first slot on a calendar. Sunday gets that first slot, guys. I'm just saying. I've got good reason for my mistake there. The logic was sound. The reason for the mistake happens. It happens. Well, aren't you a smart one? A clever lad like you deserves a present. Here. It's a picture book. Well, I'm a bit old for picture books, in case you didn't notice. Well, if you open it, you'll notice that the whole portions of the book are blank. Thanks. The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. You got a plum tree sticker. You got a boot sticker. You got a man sticker. What is this picture book all about, this game? Restore missing elements of the story to the picture book by placing stickers. The text on the top screen changes automatically to match the stickers you've placed. Place the stickers in correct spaces to create a story that makes sense. You'll collect more stickers as you play through the game and solve more puzzles. As you solve more puzzles, you can collect every stickers. 3 picture books for you to complete. Each book has its own stickers that can only be used with that book. Complete the first book to unlock the second, and complete the second to unlock the third. When you successfully complete every picture book, something neat will happen. On one sunny morning, I was strolling through a meadow as I approached a tree on my right. A plum tree on my right. I noticed a purple thing in the middle of the path and a yellow thing to the left. I wonder who dropped these. I thought to myself. I decided I just couldn't leave them there. All right, well, I need a yellow thing to solve this picture book. This area seems unfamiliar as well. I'm sure I've never been here before. Yes, it's clear something is going on here that I don't fully understand. Oh wait, I have an idea about what happened. We must have left the clock shop from a different exit, so we're probably taking a different route away from the shop. No, that's can't be right. Think back to when we left the shop, Luke. We left through the same door that we used to enter the shop. Of that I am sure. Yeah, suppose you're right, Professor, but what else could explain this change of scenery? Perhaps our surroundings will shed some light on things. Let's investigate the vicinity a bit more. What's this place? The sign is quite cryptic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Revenant Raiko. Appreciate the resub.
29. Let's get some puzzling on.
What? What is it? I didn't do anything, I swear. I know nothing. Are you all right, sir? You're dripping with perspiration. May I suggest a calming cup of tea? I apologize for the sweat, sir, and I'll get on that tea right away. Wow, he sure took off in a hurry. Have you noticed that a lot of people have been acting awfully nervous around you? I certainly have, though I can't understand why. My hat in particular seems to make many of the people we've met feel uncomfortable. I don't know why anyone will be afraid of your hat. After all, it's not like you go around terrorizing folks when I'm not around. The scared people. Does it have something to do with the hat? Oh, it's a little buzz boy. This place is a mess. That droopy flower even has a bug swarming around it. Juice, sauce. Wow, you gotta go and one-up him, don't you, Anarchy? All proud of his 29-month resub, and you just waltz on in with your 30. Like, it's... Somebody drop a 62-month resub to show Anarchy up, please and thank you. Okay? Now, hold it right there, sonny boy. I wouldn't go bad-mouthing that blossom if I were you. Oh, is that Granny Riddleton? Because wherever there are lost puzzles, there I am. Even if it means standing in the dark. Oh, it's you! Have we met before? No, well then allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton. Beautiful? Well, I guess you look pretty good for your age. Watch your words, Luke. After all, we don't want to offend the lady, do we? You ever notice how many mysteries there are in the world? Boy? How many Whoa! 31 gifted from Excellency. Yeah, 30 plus 1. Wow, dude. Oh my goodness. Thank you, mountains, for that. Jeez. Holy smacks. Moist 7s in the chat for Excellency's big 31. Thank you a billion, dude. That's so generous. You got one of those subs, guys. Make sure you're enjoying the emotes. Moist Boo, our brand new animated emote. You just got access to it. It's a day old at this point. It's brand new. Brand new. Make good use of it and throw shame to whichever streamer you feel deserves it. Even me. You ever notice how many mysteries there are in this world? How many puzzles? Yeah, you know what, Truck? That works too. Puzzles that tease your brain, that bend your mind. Puzzles that just plain frustrate the heck out of you? Certainly. Well, every puzzle you pass over or leave unsolved has got to go somewhere, right? Where do they go, you ask? Well, they come to stay with me. I had a feeling that was where you were going with this. Or I suppose I should say that they used to all come stay with me, but that's about to change. What? You might not be able to tell from my looks, but I'm no spring chicken. Truth be told, I'm getting tired, boy. Oh? This is all I have? Well, 31 kind of already happened. You should have just kept them to yourself. I think I've earned my retirement from this puzzle caretaking business, but you can't. You mustn't. Without you, what will happen to all the puzzles we left behind? So you're saying that without me, you two would find yourselves in a jam? A giant vat of jam. And as for the debonair gentleman in the tall hat, what say you? I concur with my friend here. Yee-hee-hee, I figured you'd both say something like that, but don't fret. I'll make sure you're taken care of. How? Oh, you'll just have to wait and see for yourself. When you've lost a few puzzles, come back here and everything should become clear. Now, I know we've just met, but you'll have to excuse me. I'm going on a well-deserved vacation. As I may never see you again, I must say ta-ta and have a positively puzzling day. Puzzly day? What an unusual conversation that was. Let's be sure to come back here later. Definitely. Though that bug does give me the creepy qualities. I can't even click on him. Hint coin. What happened to the bus stop? It's in shambles. Watching them spin for too long makes me dizzy. The bus stop looks like it's about to fall over. Yeah, it looks like as if no one's used it in ages. But how can that be? We've arrived here just a few hours ago, and the stop looked fine then. Look, something's posted on the side of the bus stop. I'll go see what it says. Well, I don't understand this at all. What do you mean? The sign says that service on this line has been discontinued. Given the appearance of the bus stop, I don't doubt it. Yes, but the strange part is the date on this notice is 5 years in the future. What? Luke, let me have a look at that. Professor, I just had a sudden thought. Could we have possibly traveled to the future? It's true that we've encountered much here to suggest we're no longer in London right now. Just the same, I believe it's a bit early to leap to that conclusion, Luke. Let's see what else we can find by exploring this strange place. Who's this sexy guy? You there in the tall hat. You wouldn't happen to be Professor Layton, would you? I am indeed, and who might you be, sir? That's not important right now. Here's what it is important. Oh, his name is Shipley. He's the parcel carrying of this game. I've got an urgent letter for you, but before I go handing it over, I need to verify your identity. And I no need to show me a card or nothing. I've got a puzzle instead that should do the trick. The professor's hat, a 30 pick-a-rat puzzle, first 30 pick-a-rat puzzle of the game. You know that's gonna have to be a Gamba, gamers. Listen, I have faith in myself, but I need you guys to believe in me an appropriate enough amount so that I don't feel nervous. Like, put it, oh, okay, or put 250K in, I guess. Well, now you guys just gotta dump it. Just dump it in. We got 526K on Believe. Let's see if we can get a million Believe. A million Believe, guys. I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna make you proud. There we go. It's growing. 784. 784. All I gotta do is show my ID, guys. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy. Go all in if you're not a bunch of cowards. You do it, oh my god, 1.2 million. That's too much, guys. Guys, that's too much. That's a little too much. Oh, all right. Well, Emote Jail, I'll work real hard to make you proud on this one, guys. Can you fit them all into... Oh, guys, this is... Okay, I appreciate how much you believed in me, but this is an unlosable puzzle. This is a shape sliding puzzle. Whew. Really off the hook on this one. Really got off the hook on this one. Let the record show that I nailed it.
That should do the trick. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
These 5 blocks actually spell Layton in Japanese. Pretty cool, huh? That is pretty cool. I got a plum sticker. All right, I'm convinced, Professor. Here's your letter. Let's see what it says.
Professor, if you're reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time. I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it.
Maybe Professor Layton's not in the future because he died.
But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future. I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you. Make your way through town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts. Room 312, Green Hospital, 123 Auckland Lane.
I don't like this. I don't like going to a hospital to solve this. Are we gonna see me on my deathbed? Let's go to the hospital, I guess. Easy if the buses were still running, but that's not the case. Perhaps the woman over there knows of a different way to get around town. The young man sent Professor Layton a letter claiming to be Luke from the future. Excuse me, we're trying to get to Auckland Lane, but the bus doesn't seem to run there anymore. You're right about that. Those buses were already shut down when I moved to the city 2 years ago. 2 years ago, but the sign says the buses won't stop running for another 5 years. 5 years? Goodness no. You'd best rain check that mast of yours. That notice is 5 years old. But that can't be right unless... Luke, that's enough. I do apologize for my friend, madam. Please do tell me. Do you find the lack of bus service in this area to be an inconvenience? Here? Not at all. Whenever I need to use public transportation, I just take the Underground Railway. There's a stop on Flatstone Street. You two must be tourists, yes? With all your questions, you should stop by the hotel on Southern Street. It's just down the road. The staff there can help you find where you need to go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tourists? Us? I was born and raised here. I've lived in London longer than she has. Now there, Luke. No need to get all wound up. Let's go find that hotel. I'm late. I'm late. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Are you okay? I skinned my knee. But if you gave it a kiss, it would make it all better. Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh, I can't help. I can't help this. We need to take a screenshot of this, and we have found our puzzle emote. We've officially found our moist puzzle emote. I love that face. My skinned knee reminds me of a puzzle. I can't wait. I can't wait to put this up. No, I want 226 by 226. No, 226? No, 224. I love that face. I love that face a lot. We already have a moist mad. We already have a moist mad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It finally showed up on my... Uh-oh. Not excited to see what's going on with that. Uh-oh. Worry about that one later. Oh, it has to be a PNG? PNGs only. Moist puzzle. All right, Moist Dank, you've done your job. You've done your job, Moist Dank. Moist Puzzle's in town now. I love that face. Huh? Great, then pucker up, smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Stay back, don't come any closer. Luke, watch your tone. Remember, a gentleman always remains kind when conversing with a lady. Oh, your name's Fluke. What a charming name, so very whimsical. Layton, I don't think that's a very good lesson. All right, I have to go, but let's rendezvous later, Dreamboat. Actually, miss, the name is oh, well, she ran off. What an unusual young lady. That's a nice way of putting it, Professor. Who's this little guy? Hi there, we're looking for a hotel on Southern Street. Is this Southern Street? Why does Max look dead in the eyes? Incorrect. So we aren't on Southern Street? Ding, ding, ding. Now that you're in the neighborhood. Now you're in the neighborhood of correct, that is. Professor, I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of what this boy is saying. He's trying to help, Luke. You just need to go about asking in a different way. Here, watch. Hello, young man. Tell me, is Southern Street east of here? Ding, ding, ding. Correct. And there's a hotel located there, yes? Ding, ding, ding. Correct again. Just look for the building with white walls up ahead. Thank you. Luke, unless our friend here is mistaken, we should head east to reach our destination. If you say so, Professor. Who's this sketchy looking fella? Family goon? Oh. You did not just try to talk to me. Do I look like I want to talk? I'm terribly sorry. I was only... You've got some nerve wearing that hat, you do. Yeah, nerve, but no brains. Well, what's wrong with my hat? Do I look like I'm talking to you, Pipsqueak? No, I'm talking about your pal over there with the big hat. Me? I don't see anything wrong with my hat either, sir. Listen to you, I don't see anything wrong with my hat. It's like you want me to rearrange your face. That's it, it's time for me to teach you a lesson. Solve this puzzle. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Guys, we have another 30 pick-a-rat puzzle. Another 30 pick-a-rat puzzle. If you would like to give it a click and put in another million on Believe, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to tell you how to live your lives, but if I were in your shoes, I would do just that. Feel free to bet as much as you want. It's called Follow the Arrows. It's called Follow the Arrows. How we looking? 363. Okay, well, you know what? That's just more money for you for the 491. Oh, okay. For the believers that's just more for y'all to walk away with. Emote jail. Emote jail. You guys can still moist puzzle all you want in the chat. This puzzle is super easy. All you have to do is place each of the 7 cards into the square that its arrow is pointing to. Oh, and one more thing. The equation created by the cards has to be valid. Oh, but these crisscross it. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, this is one that I need my trusty book for this one. I need my physical book for this one. Here, I'm going to make this better for stream. I'm going to put those up there, and I'm bringing my trusty book over here. So we've got... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't leave a lot of space. Shit. 7. Okay. So in slot 1... Slot 1 can go to 3. So possibilities in slot 1 are 3, 2, and 1. And I guess technically you can go... Oh, this is weird. They all end up intersecting. It looks... Am I overcomplicating this? Am I overcomplicating this? Wait, you can rotate them. Why would you need to rotate them? Well, that definitely doesn't add up. Oh, that's why you can rotate them. Oh, 3 plus 4 minus 2. Oh, the 1's not a 1 at all. Oh, 3 plus 4 is 7. I know that because math. Minus 2 equals 5. Bingo, baby.
That should do the trick.
Congratulations, you guys should have bet $1 million.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Should have bet $1 million. Should have put $1 million up. The equation won't work if the cards are placed in their respective squares as is. You have to rotate the 1 to turn it into a minus. Well, someone's smarter than he looks. I'll let you off with a warning this time, all right? Hard to lose? Not impossible, though. Not impossible. I very well could have fell down the rabbit hole of interpreting the arrows to slide around because they were intersecting without firm barriers, you know what I mean? It looked like they could crisscross with each other. If you're still wearing that hat tomorrow, things will get ugly, and by things, I mean your face. I got a hat sticker. Oh, it's yellow. Oh, ooh. Picture book. I can put my yellow hat. On a sunny morning, I was strolling through a meadow. As I approached a plum tree on my right, I noticed a boot in the middle of the path and a hat to the left. I wonder who dropped these. I thought to myself, I couldn't just leave them. I walked to a square with a tree in its center. Next to the tree, I saw a person. Frantically picking something up. Okay. Well, I don't have a tree. I only have a plum. Yeah, I need another tree. All right, little lady, you got a poem for me? Good day, young lady. Can you tell us if this building here is a hotel? Oh, good day, gentlemen. If you're looking for a hotel, you've come to the right place. Hotel Duke is one of London's finest and most famous. Will you do the honor of staying with us? For a famous hotel, you keep an awfully low profile. This is the first I've heard of Hotel Duke. Well, there's the simple explanation for that. You see, we're a hotel for ladies and gentlemen with discriminating tastes. I can't say we're as popular with the primary school crowd, little boy. Look at her little angry face. Look at her little angry eyebrows, dude. She's Madge. Our friend here doesn't take kindly to your besmirching the good name of her hotel, Luke. Well, young lady, thank you for your help. All right, I'm going in. Welcome to the Hotel Duke, one of London's finest and most esteemed establishments. Oh, hello again. Hee hee. I ran ahead and took the liberty of preparing a suite for you two. May I help with your bags? Oh, well, that was nice of you and all, but I just wanted to ask directions to the railway station. Perhaps you might reconsider staying with us. You are tourists here, are you not? As you can see, Hotel Duke is centrally located. Stay with us and you'll spend less time traveling and more time having fun in the city. You do make a compelling argument. Young lady, location is everything. We'll take a room and directions to the closest underground railway station, if you please. None of that young lady stuff. Call me Becky. And can I please ask you to sign the hotel guest book? Professor, are we really going to stay here? Indeed we are. Somehow you and I have managed to get ourselves lost in an unfamiliar area. As Becky noted, having a central location to return to while we're here could prove very useful. Look, this teddy bear wants to come with us. A brightly lit room like this helps to make one feel at home. I just want the hint coins, bozos. Oh, goodness me. Hello. You'll have to forgive me. I didn't even see you two come in. Welcome to Hotel Duke, home of exemplary service and the world's best breakfast. I am Margaret, the hotel manager. Should you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. What about lunch and dinner? Those aren't the world's best as well. It seems we have a little gourmand here. Rest easy, young man. For lunch, we offer sandwiches on fresh-baked, pillowy, soft bread, and if you enjoy a good roast, I suggest you order in for dinner, as ours is the best in the city. You know, Professor, I've changed my mind. I quite like this place. Let's stay here. Our sandwiches tend to have that effect on people. Now, if I could just... Oh, dear. What's wrong? I've got 4 pens here, but I think only one has any ink in it. And the only way to solve it is with a puzzle. How do Layton 2 and 3 compare with 1? I'm only like an hour and a half into Layton 3 so far, but I'm liking it a lot. I like the changes to the actual like way you do the puzzles. They feel better so far. I feel like in 2 they felt better than in 1, and in 3 they feel better than in 2, getting the memo pad and getting more work with the memo pad. 2 I think was weirder than 1. But I think had some really, really good puzzles. I think I liked 1 more than 2 overall, though. I think I enjoyed 1 more than 2 overall. Yeah, and we had Hampton. All right, and gambas are placed, guys. We're going in. Only one of the 4 pens shown below actually works. Here's some clues to help you identify. All 4 pens currently have the wrong colored caps. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have 1 white section. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. I'm sorry, what? When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have 1 white section. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have 1 white section. Well, that would imply that the white cap needs to be here. Because all the pens have the wrong colored caps, but it doesn't say that their body It doesn't say that the bodies are the wrong colors. The thing about that is that doesn't necessarily... To the left of the one that should have the... How do we know which one should have the green cap, though? Because if this one's supposed to be white and this one, like, why, like, the only pattern here is that you have two blue sections, a green, and then a leftover white. So that kind of makes it feel like, that kind of makes you feel like they should go like that. But where does the green cap go? We know the white cap goes here. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have one white section. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. So it's either this one or this one, because this one should have the white cap, so it can't be this one. If this one has the green, it's this one. If this one has the green, it's this one. I don't know which one of these gets the green, though. You would think it would be you would think it would be this one. You would imagine, but I have no actual reason to believe that. There's nothing that says the cap matches the bottom color. Because we got black, white, black, and even the white has a blue on top. It matches this thing. And then this one has blue and black and then white. Like, what? I have no idea. I have no idea which one should have the green cap. My instinct says D should have the green cap. But that doesn't make a lot of sense. There's no backing to it. I wonder if there's something I'm not seeing. Okay, wait a minute. I get it. All 4 pens have the wrong cap. So these need to be not blue, not blue. This will be white. This will be green. And these will be blue, blue. So this will be green. It'll go right here. Yeah. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green. You should have the green. Yeah. I figured it out.
This one's as good as solved.
That was embarrassing. But believers, I do it for you. I take my time
That's a relief.
because you trust me enough to put your drippy drops on the line. That's why I take my time. Incredible. Ah, that's the one. Now, if you'd be so kind as to sign in. Very well. You're all set now, Professor Layton. Oh, and you must be Luke. Becky will show you to your quarters. All right, Becky, show me to my quarters. I'll be showing you to your quarters now. My name's Becky. We know your name, Becky. You already gave it to us. Oh, no need to be so formal. All that politeness makes me feel awkward. Psh, my granny's a stickler for formal service. I need to stay in polite while we're in earshot. Okay. Now, if you two gentlemen are ready, let me escort you. Lovely room. This room has the best view in the hotel. You lucky ducks totally scored. Did you hear that, Professor? We lucked out. Yeah, though I guess it's not really luck now that I think about it. See, ever since we moved the hotel to this new location, we haven't had a single guest. So Hotel Duke used to be located somewhere else? It's kind of a sensitive subject, so I'd rather not talk about it. You brought it up! Say, it was really something the way you solved that puzzle my granny threw at you. Yeah, we're pretty good at puzzles. Me too. Tell you what, solve a puzzle for me and I'll tell you how to get to the railway station. Find the station. A woman is looking for a subway station, but the map she has is missing the station's location. However, the map does have one hint written on the back. To get from the flower shop to the subway station, mimic the path that students take from school to the library. The smaller squares are buildings. The pencil icons denote the school, while the book icon denotes the library. Circle the location of the subway station. To get to the flower shop from the subway station, mimic the path that the students take from the school to the library. Well, how do I know what path they take? School to library. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter how they get there. It's just about where they are relative to each other, right? Flower shop to the subway station. Mimic the path that students take from the school to the library. Path that students take from the school to the library. It's the same, it's kind of the same path, right? From here to here, here to here. I don't feel good about that.
This one's as good as solved.
Moist
Guess
puzzle.
it's back to the drawing board.
Okay. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Damn, I thought it was maybe a trick. I was like, is it a hoo-ha? I'm really dumb, aren't I?
Here's my answer.
Yeah, I was really dumb on that one.
Phew, that's a relief.
I'm running out of brain juice today. I think we're about to start seeing the downfall of Big Brain xwater. Oh, I got a girl sticker. Nicely done. All right, so you want to get to the railway. It's not too far. Just keep going east once you leave the hotel. Soon you'll pop out onto Flatstone Street. Head north, and the station will be on your right. Thanks, Becky. I think we can manage from here. One more thing. What's that? It's a bit of a detour, but you should try to head through the arcade north of here on your way out. There's a restaurant there that's just scrumptious. Not as delicious as the fare we serve here, but it's good, you know? The arcade, you mean that area to the west of the hotel? When we walked by last time, there was an odd little boy blocking the way north. Oh, you must be talking about Max. He pretty much does whatever I tell him to do, so just let him know that Becky sent you and he'll let you through. Good to know. Well, we might as well go through the arcade to see a bit more of the area. Did you fall asleep there? You did. Little sleepy old baby. Oh, young man, may I have a moment? Oh, are you talking to me? I am. Luke, was it? Sure is. What can I do for you? It's just been a while since we had a youngster like yourself here. That's why I thought I'd welcome you with a gift. A present for me. That's right. From what I hear, these are all the rage with local children. Oh, it's one of those toy cars. Do you have one too, Becky? Me? No, I'm not into kitty toys like that. Oh. Okay. I mean, not that there's anything the matter with having an interest in kitty toys. Actually, that car is perfect toy for a boy your age, so go have fun with it. Sure, I'll try to anyhow. Don't look so glum, Luke. Collecting miniature cars is a perfectly respectable hobby for a gentleman. Yeah, I guess the professor's got a point. See, I told you. The toy car mini game. You've received the latest and greatest in toy cars from the hotel manager, Margaret. The toy car minigame has been added to the trunk, and let's play it. Pick up all the items on the track and lead the car to the goal by placing tiles on the correct spots. When the car rolls over a jump tile, it will leap over a single square, no matter what the square holds. Tile with an arrow, it'll move that direction. You can change the initial direction of your car by tapping it before it starts. Your car can only cross over drawbridges if there are no gaps. Raise and lower drawbridges by rolling over the yellow switch on the track. Oh my god. I need to collect all the flags, eh? I like how it's collecting the flags, just running over them. Boom. Oh, it's this guy. Didn't I tell you not to talk to me? Didn't I? Get out of my sight. Well, let's go back to the arcade. Little boy, get out of my way. Hi there, you're Max, right? Ding, ding, ding. That's correct. But how did you know my name? Becky told us who you were. Bzz, invalid answer. So Bossy Becky sent you. You must be staying at our hotel. Ding. I mean, yes, we are. Is that the arcade through the arch? And does the arcade lead to the station? Ding, ding, ding. Yep, that's the arcade. If you walk all the way through, you'll hit the big street. The street is called Flatstone Street. The subway station is on the north edge of Flatstone Street. Out of my way, little boy. I'm going to the arcade. Oh, look who's here again. What do you think you're looking at, shorty? Oh, hello, sir. Didn't we just see you out front of the hotel? What hotel? I've been posted here all day. Not that it's any of your business. I'd sneak off if I could, but if Bostro found out, he'd have my head. Well, I guess I thought you were someone else. Have a good day. Not so fast, kid. You're the one who wanted to talk, so no running out on me. Standing around all day hasn't exactly been a thrill ride. Let me bounce a puzzle off you to keep my mind busy. What day is it, too? 7 days after 70 days ago was a Sunday. 7 days before 70 days from today will be what day of the week? Okay, 7 days after 70 days ago. Well, if it's 70, does it really... Because if it's today and it's 770, that's just 10 times. And then another 7 days after is a Sunday, but that's just another week. So it was a Sunday. 70 days after 7 days after 70 days ago was a Sunday. Yeah. And then, so it's gonna be Sunday. I almost clicked Monday again.
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
They're just trying to throw you off with big numbers. Great, now what am I supposed to do? Keep from nodding off on the job. The sign says that this restaurant is open. These glass ceilings make me feel like I'm in a mansion. Their china is quite exquisite. Sorry to disappoint, friend, but we're not open yet. Didn't you see the sandwich board out front? It should have said as much. The sign seemed to indicate that you were open. It's no trouble, though. That Max is such a space cadet. I can't tell you how many times I told that boy to change the sign on his way out. Sorry for the inconvenience. Would you like to have a seat and wait? We'll be ready before too long. In that case, we'll have to come back later. We're in a bit of a rush now, you see. Just as well, really. I've got a mess on my hands that needs my attention right now. What's the problem? It's the door in the back entrance. The wife set out a new code on the lock when she went out. She left me a note explaining it, but I can't figure out what it's trying to tell me. It's quite a predicament. She's a messy, she left you a messy note, and now you need help figuring it out. And I could do that for you. I can absolutely help you with that. Guys, do you think I could help him with that on the first try? You can let me know in the in the channel point predictions. Pick a badge, blue or pink, and then throw a moist puzzle in the chat to show me which one you're rocking. Let's go. Emily the Believer, Weak Sauce and Julie, Filthy Doubters. Let's see your badges, guys. John Believer, Damo Believer, Food Believer. That's what I'm talking about. Money Matt, Filthy Doubter. Jealousy, Filthy Believer. Bernhard, Doubter. Cowabunga, Doubt. A lot of Doubties. Can someone Ken W. Jake in the Discord for me? A lot of believies. A lot of believies. John, nice job sneaking in.
Off pairs.
Some pairs right before Firm Belief. Right before we shut chat into jail. Let's go. It seems you need to enter a number to open the door. The only clue you have is a hastily written note from a woman known for her poor handwriting. So what's the number? Does it tell me how many there are? It's 3? Oh, shit. Believers, this is going to be hard. Okay, I need my notebook. I need my trusty notebook. Here's my thought process, guys. You take the image on that screen, right? You take the image on that screen and you divide it up a bit more. If we assume that these are dividers that they threw up and that this has no importance, it's 2, 4, 3. But can we assume that? Can we assume that? I don't know if we can. Does this gnome have any importance to me? Does this gnome offer me any importance? It's a 3 something code. It's a 3-digit code. It specifically asks for numbers. Why is there 2 lines at the bottom? Why are those 2 lines in the bottom right? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would she write like that? Why would she write the code so poorly? Why wouldn't she just write it better? Why would you do that? 2, 4, 3 is my bestest guestest right now. I wonder if, like, looking at this code differently matters. It's so hard not to see RHB. So hard not to see RHB. It is just like it's confirmed just bad handwriting. Like, she's not just stupid and she didn't just make up some dumb code, right? Like, it's confirmed bad handwriting. I think she's not she could be. They don't say that in the puzzle. Do I dare? It's this that's thrown. If this wasn't here, I'd feel a lot better. Unless... rotating, it's not doing anything for me. Yeah, rotating it doesn't do anything for me. RHB. I'm gonna try 2, 4, 3. I'm gonna try 2, 4, 3. It's the only possible I have.
That should do the trick. I was sure my logic was sound.
I wasn't, Layton. You'll be fine once you see what the note's getting at, but until then... What is the note getting at? Yeah, boo me all you like. Boo me all you like, nerds. You think I care? Boo me all you want. 2, 4, 3 is not the answer. Maybe there's like a pattern in... Maybe there's a method to the madness here. Boom, bum, boom, bum, bum. I'm lost, man. I'm super lost. I have no idea. Why is there a gnome in this picture? Why is he there? Is that's just for fun, I think. Give me an emote give me like an emote. Give me a party time. There's an emote called party time. Party time in the chat if you think you know the answer. I don't want to know what the answer is. I just want to know who thinks they know it. Moist P works too. Yeah, if you don't... Party time for anyone who's not subbed. Moist P, party time. I'll take both. Moist puzzles if you're just as fucking lost as I am. Not enough moist puzzle. Okay, there we go. I got a couple. Good. We suffer together. I really like Moist Puzzle. It's a really great face. This music's gonna slowly take away my brain cells. Oh, man. Thanks, Whip. Thanks for believing in me. I think these two lines at the bottom are my best, like my best bet. What the hell could those two lines be? I can't see anything beyond the RHB or the 243 that's like imprinted in here. I can't see anything past that. I can see if I like my only thought process right now is that like we're looking at a notebook page and like the page when she had it was like this, right? Like the notebook was like this was the notebook and she was writing holding the notebook sideways, or she was writing from top to bottom, but I tried rotating it and that didn't give me any sort of brain juice to help me with this, so that didn't help me at all. I don't know what to do on that realm with that whole sheboingle. Was she like trying to do bubble letters? Do I need to like use the negative space or something? Like what on earth? What on earth does she write 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 3? That won't work. 12, 14, 13. That won't work. You can't put 2 letters in one column. What if I write... What if I do this? Yeah. Me too, game. Me too. I also can't decipher what goddamn letter that's supposed to be, or number. So if I ignore this, could it just be 2, 1, 3?
Let's see if I've got this right.
I'm desperate at this point.
Well, if at first you don't succeed.
All right, I'm hint coining. I'm using my hint coins. I've been bested on this puzzle. Your boos mean nothing to me, okay? Your boos mean nothing to me. It looks like it says RHB. No. The answer is a number. So could these chicken scratches also be numbers? The mark on the end looks a bit like an equal sign, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. There is a note. In this note, there are 2 sets of 3 digits that form an equation. Oh, the super hint. Oh, they have super hints now. What? I thought she just had shit writing. One, 2, 1 minus 1, 1, 3. Is that what they're trying to tell me right here? Is that what she's trying to tell me? 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 1, 3.
It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
8
A moist bravo.
is the answer. 008.
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
That's entering my least enjoyed puzzle list in the Layton series. That's absolutely taking my least enjoyed puzzle. Exactly right. You have to enter 8. If you look at the note the right way. Oh, the right way. Yeah, you can see that it says 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 1, 3. So of course the answer is 8. You just were looking at it wrong, stupid idiot. Ooh, thanks to you, I can finally get to cooking. Come back later and your tab's on the house. Yeah, the person who wrote that note was deliberately being an asshole. She's gonna divorce this guy. I'm sorry, I still don't see it. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Oh, a banana. Banana, na, 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 no, no, na, 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 na. Banana, banana. I have banana, no, 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 no. I'm switching the banana I'm switching the hat with a banana. I still need a tree for this spot, though. I only got a little lady. I need a tree. Did the numbers vote for themselves, though? Ha ha. Yo, guy reading a newspaper. Dupree. Say, did you two see that no good Nick skulking around here earlier? Yes. Why did you ask? Just thought I'd get you a word of advice. His entire gang is bad news. They call themselves the Family, and they monitor everything people get up to around these parts. What are you talking about exactly? I'm sure you've seen them. They all dress the same, what with the long black coats and the black hats. Oh, and don't even try to be a hero. Bravery will only get you in the worst kind of trouble. But why don't you tell the police to do something about them? Police? Now, there's a word I hadn't heard in a while. I hadn't seen police on these streets for years. Nowadays, it seems like the Family makes the law. How terrible. You're telling me. Oh, oops, here come one of their goons now. Try not to stare. Sir, would you mind if I had a look at that paper you're holding? Well, I'm kind of busy hiding behind it right now, but sure, knock yourself out. That can't be. Today's date? Professor, look at the date on the paper. Hey, no need to act shocked. It's just a newspaper. Anyway, I got places to be. Can I have my paper back? Of course. Thanks. I didn't misread the date on that paper, did I? I don't think so, Luke. It was dated 10 years in the future. So maybe the reason why nothing looks familiar is because we're in London 10 years from our own. Perhaps. Though I think the matter deserves more investigation. Whoever wrote that last letter assured us that we'd find proof of our time travel at Green Hospital. Let's make our way over there without any further delay. Who's gonna be in the hospital, bro? Is it gonna be future me, future Luke? What's gonna happen? Is that a melted popsicle on the ground? No, it's a banana peel. Pick it up, kid. And while you're doing that, here's some puzzles. You gotta keep your mind sharp while you're picking up junk off the street. All right, guys. We got another 30 Pika Rat puzzle. This one's called Slippery Trip. I don't think you can fail this one. Oh. If I can't fail it, I'll just delete, return. Make your way from the start to the goal, but be wary of banana peels. Whenever you step on one, you'll slide without stopping until you hit a wall. Can you find a way through these Oh, it's like a slide puzzle? It's just a slide puzzle? Oh, but the banana peels don't disappear. I see. Okay, that changes everything.
How about this?
Whee!
I knew it!
Most people have seen banana peels used in cartoons for slippery comedic effect, but here we use them for puzzles. They're all cleaned up. That's one less banana peel cluttering the streets of London. Well done. Your thoughtfulness may have just saved someone from taking a nasty spill. I don't think anything of interest in that shop. Here we're at Flatstone Street. This must be the big street that Max was talking about, right? Flatstone Street. If we continue north, the station should be on the right-hand side of the street. Then we're almost there. Keep moving, Professor. Hey, is it just me or is that man on the corner shaking? Oh, the scared man again. What do you want? Please don't hurt me. What's that? The station. Oh, it's just down the street. Don't come any closer. Just leave me alone. Hey, look, there's that family goon we saw earlier. He's certainly dressed similarly, but I do believe that's a different fellow. And there's the entrance. Say, Professor, isn't that the logo for the railway? Indeed it is. It took longer than expected, but we finally arrived at the station. The family. Similarly dressed shady characters lurk on every street corner in the future London. What are they up to? If you don't want things to get messy, you better stop giving me the eye, kid. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to stare. We'll need to buy tickets to ride the subway. Do you think you can handle that, Luke? Sure thing, Professor! It looks like I had to select a destination. Where's the button for Auckland Station? There it is. Wow, we got fast travel. Well, that was easy. Look, Professor, we're just a few steps away from the hospital. Wonderful, let's head over. Okay, I'm going in. Hello there. Good day, madame. Would you mind helping us with something? Sure. I've got nothing better to do. This place is dead. We're here to visit someone in your care. Can you point us towards room 312? Dr. Andrew Schrader, sure. What? I'm sorry, but did you just say Andrew Schrader? Mind your volume, sir. You're in a hospital after all. So, are you two relatives of Dr. Schrader? No, actually, I'm a former student of his. And your little friend there? He's, well, Dr. Schrader's pupil apprentice. Oh, old 312 has quite the fan club, doesn't he? Anyway, you can see him if you like, but I'm going to need you to fill out some paperwork first. What kind of paperwork? It's just more of a puzzle, but that's okay. Making the rounds. A doctor needs to visit 9 different hospital rooms. After studying the room numbers, she notices that she can visit all the rooms in one round. In order to do so, she must go into a room that has at least one shared digit with the room she's currently in. Using this method, which room should she visit 5th? She can visit all the rooms in one round. In order to do so, she must go into a room that has at least one shared digit with the room she's currently in. She doesn't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can just go to them all. You don't have to do that. You're making up rules. Okay, well, let's assume we start with this one. So 1, 8, and then we'll go to this one second. 7, 1, we'll go follow. We can't, there's no 7 to follow. And we can't go back to 1. So that's important, actually. There's only 1 7 on this board. That's important to note. 7 has to be last. 7 has to be last, which means this has to be, so this has to be 8th. That, okay, I just worked backwards. So from 7, you go to this one, then you go here, and then you go here, and then you go here, and you go here, then you go here, then you go. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing this right. 7, 1. Yep. 1, 8, 8 right here. 3. Oh, the 3 can connect in a lot of places. I have to go like, okay, hold on. Fix it. Yeah, the 3 has a lot of locations. So I actually, from the 7, now have to solve other stuff. I have to figure this out again. So I can either go here. If I go here, no, I have to go here. There's no choice but to go here because there's 2 3s here. So it's basically like just a waste. So this is 6. This is 5. So yeah, this is 5. And then this is 4. And then this is 3. And then this is 2. And then this is 1. So I'm going to say 63 is the 5th one she goes to. Okay, so which was the 5th? In this method, which room is the 5th? So yeah, she starts from 29. From there... Oh, I guess she can start... Yeah, because it's 9 rooms, it can go either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you can start whichever way. That's why it has to be the 5th room. Yeah. Okay.
That should do the trick.
Oh,
well, that's settled.
Easy. Correct. 63 is the 5th room she will visit using this unique method. The 2 and 7 can only be used once. The rest of the digits can be used at least twice. So the order of her round will be shown above. Whether she starts from 29 or 71, the 5th room will always be 63. Thank you very much. You can visit Dr. Schrader now. He's on the 3rd floor. Just take those stairs. I got a dead tree for the picture book. Oh. 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 A dead tree. The mustached man glanced at the items I was holding and replied, "Oh, so that's where my banana went. Thanks for returning it to me. Take this as my way of saying thanks. It fell out of the dead tree," said the man while holding this delicious-looking purple thing. Plum. And with that, I continued strolling through the meadow. After a short time, I bumped into a girl. So I said, "I found this boot, and I'm looking for the person who dropped it." Oh, so this has to be a boot then. They both need to be the same thing. I don't have the pieces to solve this. The girl hesitated a moment before replying. I can't help you, but there's a White House just up the path. Try asking over there. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out when we get more stickers. We're gonna get more stickers. We're gonna figure that out eventually. Not right now, but later. What about Toy Car? Are we got any new Toy Car games? No. I won't play the Toy Car again. Yes, let's look at his charts. No one's in here. Perhaps the receptionist gave us the wrong... There he is. That's the guy from the second game who was actually not dead. Voice acting.
And little Luke.
Andrew?
Why the quizzical look, Herschel? Have I got food in my beard again? Oh, don't mind that, my boy. Sit down, sit down. You know, I've been hearing some very unsavory rumors about you recently, but I don't believe a single one of them.
What sort of unsavory rumors?
What sort, you ask? The ones about the hoogie, was it? The thingamawizard? Oh, drat. I seem to have forgotten them completely. Well, never mind all that then.
Senile old man can't remember nothing. It's been a while, hasn't it, Andrew? Yes, it has. I trust you're still spending the majority of your waking hours doing research. What can I say? I learned from the best. Having an office to work out of has made it easier, though. You've got your own office. Oh, what am I saying? You've had one for some time, haven't you? And you deserve it. I've seen my share of scholars, but you were the brightest ever to set foot in my classroom. Naturally. Whoops, with all this excitement, I nearly forgot to take my medicine. Silly me. I got the bottle right here, but the dosage for this prescription is quite tricky. Luke, be a good boy and help me figure out how much of this I need to drink. Medicine time. Dr. Schrader needs to drink 1/5 of this bottle of medicine per day over a period of 5 days. Unfortunately, the bottle isn't marked, so there's no way of telling the dosage from it. Now it's time to take the second dose. The medicine in the bottle has been reduced as shown in the diagram. Where should he stop drinking today? Draw a stopping line in the bottle to mark. Yeah, just drink this. Just drink this middle square. Just drink this entire middle square, but not the sides, and that'll be good. That's still too much though. If he drinks, like if he were to twist it and drink to that point, that'd be half the bottle. And we don't want him to go to half the bottle. We want him to go to 2/5 the bottle. Can I rotate? Oh, okay. Wait, why does it give me... This is some jank, dude. What? He needs a drink. Unfortunately, the bottle isn't marked, so there's no way of telling the dosage from it. It's time to take the second dose. The medicine in the bottle has been reduced as shown in the diagram. Where should he stop drinking today? That much.
Here's my answer. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
That's right. You can turn the bottle a little bit like that and just drink some of it. That was a bad puzzle. You've taught this boy well, Herschel. It's clear you've passed down some of my smarts. Yes, as I was saying, you always were the brightest, though I had another pupil who came close. That boy was something of a whiz himself. I wonder whatever became of him. Is it Stun Gun? Is it Dr. Stun Gun?
Well, Andrew, it's been wonderful seeing you, but it's growing late. We ought to be on our way.
Busy as always, I see. Do drop by again when you have the time, won't you? Oh, but before you go, I have something of yours I should return.
Oh?
I've been looking after her for some time now.
It's a pair of keys?
I won't be needing her anymore, so you can take her away.
Oh, it's a car.
The old dear's parked around back.
All right, peace out, old man. I'm out of here. I'm going out back to this sweet new whip. Oh my gosh. It's been 10 years, kid. What did you expect? Car to be brand spanking new? Never seen anyone with such a funny shaped car. Funny shaped? I'll have you know, this is a classic. Judging by all the dust and dirt on it, it must be. I guess no one took care of the poor car the whole time it was parked out here. It does appear to have been left exposed to the elements for quite some time. Why don't we see if it still runs? If it does, we won't need to depend on the subway anymore. That's an excellent suggestion, Luke. What's the matter, Professor? Someone's installed a peculiar lock on the door. Who could have done such a thing? Professor Layton and Luke play the next puzzle called Break Into Their Own Car. Here we go. All right, here we go. Puzzle time. Jail time. You've been given 2 keys to the Layton Mobile, but there's no keyhole in which to insert them. Instead, the door is entered by putting in a secret number. It's hidden in the keys. Is it 47? No, there's a third number. What if it's 047? There's a lot of pick-a-rats on this puzzle. I feel like it has to be... There has to be a trick somewhere here. It does really perfectly make 47, though. I don't wanna. I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I got no other option. Believers, there's so much money on Believe. I can't just, I know it's not a good guess. I know it's not. I don't feel confident about it. I know I can't just throw out 047 here. Maybe... Maybe... Yeah, Moist Puzzles in the chat if you guys also feel lost. Moist P if you feel like you figured it out. Cause I know I'm definitely Moist Puzzle right now. Oh man, there's a lot of immediate parties. Oh no. There's a Turg, my one fellow puzzler. Oh, Decomposer too. Why 2 number if 3-digit code? How else can I look at this? I need to think. I need to think outside of the box. How else can I look at this? I've looked at the keys orientated next to each other in every way. Is there maybe something in the like in the other parts of the key that are some sort of hint here? Like, is there a hint somewhere else in the key here? Just looks like intricate, fancy designs to me. Is it maybe 247 because there's two keys? Maybe it's 247 because there's two keys? Or 472, honestly, there's no way to know which it would be. So because of that reason, I think it's not. Same with 470. No, it would be 047 if it was 47. Just put a 0 in front of it. I know this isn't gonna be it. I know it's not gonna be it. I know it. I've got like a 4% belief in my heart that that'll be it. Like 4% chance that that'll be it. I got nothing though. I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. I gotta do it, guys. I gotta.
That should do the trick. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Bro, why? Why are they giving so many puzzles where the answer gives multiple digits of input, but it's a lower digit answer? Why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep doing that? That's so annoying. Was agonizing watching on mute, just so you know. The combination is 3 digits, Mickey. Yeah, I saw. Why is the combination 3 digits and the answer 2? Zero is a digit, you guys. I'm well aware of that. There is no reason for me to... There's no reason it makes sense for them to give a 2-digit answer. They didn't give me a 0. What do you mean? Like, 0's a digit. I I get that. I get that 0 can be in there, but why wouldn't it be 470? Why wouldn't it be 047? Why wouldn't it be 147? Like, there's no reason for, like, there's no reason to believe that it's 047. There's no reason for it. There's literally no reason for it. But why, like, what am I, like, I'm not stupid. I understand that a 0 in front of 47 is still 47. I understand that that equals. I understand that that's the same thing. I just think it's fucking stupid to put a 0 on the front of the password instead of just making the input field 2 numbers. Like, why? Like, it's just dumb. It just throws you off for no reason. There's nothing in, there's no aspect there that leads you to believe 0's the right thing to put in there. There's nothing in there that believes that that 0's the right thing to put in there. There's literally no reason to believe it. There's no reason to believe it. There's none at all. The only reason I put in 0 is because I couldn't find anything else. But I figured, oh, they gave 3 spots and it's a puzzle game. So perhaps the puzzle has a hidden way of finding 3 digits instead of 2. I don't think you even had to put a 0 in. It's fucking stupid. That was a stupid puzzle. That was legitimately a terrible puzzle. The 0 was the round part of the key. God, fat black Patrick Swayze, you shut your butt. The 0 is silent. If it was 47, there was no puzzle. Yeah, and when it's 047, it was just a bad puzzle. So you know what? Either way, it's shit. They should have just made it 2 digits and made it harder to solve. The other puzzle had 3 inputs for 1 digit. Maybe the default to 3 fields for all puzzles. It might be, but we had one that had 4 or 5, I think, at one point. I don't like that system. I think it's stupid. I think it's a stupid system. I don't think they should give you more input fields than the actual answer, especially because the graphic on the actual car handle under it had 3 moving dials. Like, I get that you can likely select 0. Like, if you have a passcode log, 0's one of the selectable fucking things, but it just felt like a cheap solution. Like, answering it, I didn't think that I had any reason to believe that the 0 should be first. Right? Like, I didn't have any reason to believe that the 0 should come first. And I would care a lot less if there wasn't your drippy drops on the line. I would have just gone for it, but I didn't want to throw you guys off. To be fair, they were mostly trucks drippy drops, and I'd hate to let them down. It was a bad puzzle. It was a bad puzzle. My safe is a 10-digit passcode. I'm setting it at 000. The car's not going to start. I'm going to have to do another fucking puzzle.
The engine won't start.
I'm an hour and a half into the... I'm 2 hours and 45 minutes into this game? Jesus, when did that happen?
Well, it has been 10 years since we last saw the Layton Mobile, Professor. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a broken part or 2.
Shut up, Luke.
Oh, look, Professor. There's something on the passenger seat.
Professor, I hope that by this point you're convinced that this is the London of the future. Now that we are on the same page, I'd like to
feel like the newspaper did it for me.
London. However, I think it would be best to discuss this issue in person.
When you spent half an hour deciding that 0 doesn't count, listen, I still firmly agree that 0 was a stupid shove into the puzzle there. It was stupid. You convince me that it wasn't in another way that isn't just 0's a digit. You haven't given me a single argument for why that wasn't a stupid puzzle. If you can convince, I'm open to hear it. I firmly believe that puzzle was like the worst one of the series. Maybe in the top. The only worst one is the one with the voters. That is the only worst one is the one with the voters, the 0 vote for itself. That is the only worst puzzle in this game so far.
Meet me at the Gilded Seven Casino on Flatstone Street. I'll be waiting for you there.
The 121113 was worse. It was... No, I disagree.
Well, what do you say, Luke? Are you ready to meet your future self?
Honestly, I don't know. This whole situation has me feeling very strange.
I don't know if
That's
I'd
quite
want to meet my
understandable.
future self. Save your progress. Yeehaw. A boy named Luke. All right, this is stopping point for the day. My frustration has boiled up to nearly insurmountable levels. My frustration has maybe never boiled up quite this high, and I gotta cut it. Also, it's about the time that I cut stream anyway, and that's a good stopping point. That is legitimately a good stopping point for the stream. I am having a good time with the game. We're going to continue it tomorrow. But, yeah, that puzzle. It was a terrible puzzle. And all of you who disagree with that statement, moist boo. Moist boo. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, guys, at about noon. We going live about noon. For now, let's go on a raid. Can we spam our new moist puzzle emote in someone's channel with the raid? Can we just puzzle? Can we puzzle raid somewhere? Someone's channel with the raid. Let's see who's on. What are they doing? Who are they? What are they playing? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, look, our homie ADEF is working on an OOT randomizer. ADEF is doing an OOT rando just like we did earlier. It's no logic, all sanity. So this is going to be fun. Let's go see what ADEF is up to, how that's going for them. Moist puzzles in the chat, guys. And I'll see you over there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good one. And most importantly, that last puzzle. It was dog shit. See ya.